Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do 3 looks with this beautiful Nomad palette. This is the Tokyo palette and is absolutely stunning, and I got this at the beginning of last month and I just thought I'd do a 3 looks, 1 palette video, first impressions, see what I like. So I've done that for you. It has taken me a little bit of time because I haven't done it like 3 days consecutively. It's literally been like 3 or 4 weeks consecutively because I just haven't had a lot of time to film, but I've done it, and yeah, I filmed it. I want to give my first impressions. I've also done some swatches for you, so if that will interest you, then just stay tuned and we'll get stuck in. I want to keep my eye look a little bit lighter. I don't want to do anything like too crazy or dark, and I feel like this is the perfect one. It's just got those lovely shimmers there and sort of pastel shades. This one is calling to me, and this one is super gorgeous. I mean, they're all gorgeous, and then you've got this really lovely sort of like limey yellow there. So I have done a quick little base, just got foundation on, a little bit of powder under my eyes, but other than that I'm just gonna go straight in and see what I can do with this eyeshadow palette. I'm so excited. Hopefully it lives up to my expectations because just looking at it, it is so beautiful. So as I said, I think I'm just going to do a really light look today. I don't want to do anything crazy. I think I'm going to go in with Hanami, which is this middle one right there, and I'm just going to put that sort of all over the lid. And it does have shimmer to it. It's an actual like satin. I wasn't expecting that. It's full on satin. This sort of green color is calling me. It's called Kakigori. I need to look at like what these all mean, but it looks really, really nice. But I think I'm going to keep with like the pinky look, and because that was so light, I'm going to go in with Lolita actually here. Okay, that is really nice, and also it's quite pigmented because I didn't even put that much on my brush. It doesn't look like there's any fallout so far, which is nice. I'm really going for like this simple light look, and I don't know if you can tell, but these colors are just really light and fresh. I mean, it's very, very pink actually in person, more so than the camera, so I'm going a little bit overboard actually now. I'm gonna just stop there with the pink. I have to try this one. So this Otaku, I have to try it. I just think it's beautiful. It might be more of a topper. Ooh, look at that. It's got like a duochrome with like bluey green to it. Okay, that might be really interesting. Okay, it's got purple. It's like a purpley one. Purple blue. Yeah, that's very pretty for like a topper shade. I feel like I want to test out this yellow here. This is called Melty Room, which is so cute. I kind of want to put that under the lid. I mean, my under eyes look worse. To go in with this color here. This is the Kakigori color, and I think I want to put it on like the outer corner. Yeah, definitely the mattes are a lot more powdery. That middle satin one wasn't that powdery, but this one and the yellow are very, very powdery. But I do like the color. Alright, this is the final look that I'm going to have today. I really like it. I went a little bit overboard with blush, but I felt like it needed it. And I like the little pop of yellow and green under my eyes. It's not too vibrant, which is what I was going for. I wanted something that was a little bit more subtle, but the pink, I didn't expect it to be as pink and pigmented as it is, but I do like it. So far, like first impressions, I think the shades are really nice and pigmented, and they haven't disappointed me. This shade here is very, very light though, so if you're expecting like a really bold yellow, it's not going to happen because it is obviously a pastel yellow. This is a lovely, lovely topper, and I wasn't expecting it to have the purple like blue shift to it, but that's really nice. I really like that. And that's just my fault. I didn't realize that was a satin, but definitely is a satin. The only, you know, if you don't like kickback and things like that, then the mattes are pretty powdery and they do kick back, but everything else was really nice. And I'm just a little bummed that I ruined all the little faces, you know, I ruined that face, I ruined that little embossment, and yeah, let's see what else I do. Okay, so this is the second day that I'm doing this. It's literally a week later, but I'm filming this from the previous video that I just did. And I don't even recall like what I did in the first look. I think it was very pinky look with like this pastel yellow. So I'm thinking, I think I kind of want to do something with this green and then these two shades, something a little bit more grungy, because this palette is very pink and pastel-y, which is the obvious choices, but I kind of want to see what I can do with these. So I think I'm going to do that, and I'm just working today, I'm not going anywhere, like my hair's up, and yeah, I just want to do, I don't want to do something super like pinky girly today. I feel a little bit more grungy, so I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here, which is Kuroi Niji. So I haven't really got anything on my face. I have just primed my whole face, but I haven't primed my lids or anything, and I'm just going to go in with this. So this one is kind of a shimmery matte. I'm noticing that some of these mattes are sort of shimmery, which I kind of like. They've got a sheen to them, but they're not shimmers. So I'm going to go in with this deeper grey and just see like how pigmented that is, and sort of try and put that in the crease and just deepen this up a little bit. Let me go in with this green. This is the Mochi Mochi, and let's just see if this saves it. I'm just going to put that on the lid. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue, because I feel like with these shimmers in particular, you kind of need it. This is not as green as I was expecting it. It's got like a shift of pinky purple to it. Alright, that's what I'm going to do for today. I feel like that is all I want to do. I really like that. I like the grungy look, like darker look that you can do with this. It shows that it has versatility. So yeah, excited to see what I'm going to do for my third and final look. Definitely let me know down in the comments below which look you like the best at the end of the video, obviously, because you haven't seen the last look. But yeah, I don't know, I like it. I'm feeling a little darker, and that dark grey like works really well as like a sort of a black. I mean, it kind of looks really black actually at the moment, but you can blend it out, as you saw that I blended it out and it got really messy at the start. So I'm not super good at blending out greys and darks, but yeah, I like it. Hey guys, so I clicked record, but I don't think it was recording. So this is my third look that I'm tempting to do, but I don't want to wash it all off. So just to let you know, I've gone in over the crease with Gaiaru, which is right here. It is a lovely sort of sheeny, really light pink, and now I'm just going in with Takanoku Zoku, and I'm packing that in the crease area just to deepen it up a little bit and add a little bit more vibrancy. I'm going to go back in with Gaiaru and pack it on, because I do want to have a little bit more of this pink colour, and I might end up having to use Lolita if I don't get the colour that I want, because I do want to have more of a pink outline. Yeah, I think I am going to go in with Lolita just to add a little bit more pink. I'm going to, I'll probably use the same brush. Yeah, let's try the same brush. I do want to deepen this eye a little bit, so I'm going to go in with Decora, which is actually a shimmer, but I'm going to try and use it as if it were a matte, just to sort of add a little bit more dimension in the outer corner. I do want to do a little bit of a halo, so I'm going to go in the inner corner with this shade as well, just lightly, and put that. Okay, so for the center, I'm going to go in with this lovely yellow. This is Zaku Zaku, and I'm going to try and use a brush for this. I am going to use my NYX glitter glue for this because I just think it's not going to hold down properly otherwise. Wow, this is really pretty. I'm just going to do the rest of my face, and I'm going to go back and do the underneath and my mascara. Alright, so under my lids, I'm going to go back in with the original shade, which was Gaia Gu here. I think I also want to put a little bit of the Zaku Zaku in just underneath right here, to sort of match it up. Okay, that was a little bit of a struggle getting it underneath there. There is a beautiful iridescence. I think you can see it on the lid. I think all the shimmers have beautiful duochromes to them. They're just really quite, they're not like in your face. They're little subtles, but I do like it. I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. highlighter. I'm going to put this in the inner corner. I've been using this quite a bit. It's in my shop myself. I'm just going to put it in the inner corner because I do like the way that it's been looking. And I don't think this particular palette has a good inner corner highlight. So there you have it. That is the third look that I've created with the Nomad palette from Tokyo. This is such a stunning palette, but it is a lot more subtle than I was expecting it. I mean, I guess it's got lots of pastels. It's got those beautiful duochrome shimmers. I mean, you can see they're absolutely stunning. I have swatched all these shades, so actually I'm going to roll that clip so you can have a look and see what it looks like all swatched out, and then I'll talk about my thoughts on it and which look is my favorite. Alright, so now that I've done my third look, I really like this look. Let me tell you my thoughts of the palette. I actually have filmed this already, but I realized I wasn't filming, so I'm just going to repeat myself for the next 10 minutes and see, hopefully I can remember everything I said. I think overall this is a really stunning palette. I think it's just not very versatile. That's sort of my main point. I also feel like some shades are a little bit of a dud. So in my first look, I did like this bubblegum pink, like blushy pink look, and it was really lovely. It was pastel-y. I do find that this shade was a little bit of a dud. I didn't find a lot of pigment in it, and I think I also used this one. I feel like I used this one, maybe not, but I don't think this is a very good shade either. Again, it feels like a little bit of a dud. The second look, I wanted to do more of a grungy look, and so I went for these darks over here and this lovely pop of green. I find these to be a little bit strange to put in the palette. I don't think they belong. I feel like a darker matte reddish purple would have worked a little bit better just to deepen up looks. I don't think, because this is not a black and it's a horrible grey in my opinion, I don't like it. It worked for the grungy look, but I didn't like it. For what I did with the grungy look, I did want to show a little bit of versatility, because I feel like when you look at this palette, you do think of light pastel-y looks, more so on the pink and green side, and not so much, you know, looking at these. So yeah, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I'm pleased with what I did and how it turned out in the end, but I really didn't enjoy this shade and I did not enjoy this shade. I just feel like they can replace these two with something a little bit better, add a bold red in there, add a deep maroon or purple, or just sort of something to spice up the palette a little bit more and add a little bit of depth, because apart from these two, which obviously they're shimmers, you have really no depth in this palette. And the shimmers are really beautiful, but they are more like toppers, so you need to sort of lay them down or just use some glue to like get the pigment there, because I think on their own they're a little bit too light. They swatched quite nicely on my arm, but some of them were a little bit still too light, especially this green. I think it definitely needs help with just having another shadow underneath it, or using like the NYX glitter glue or something like that. I think overall the layout of the palette is really nice. They have all the mattes down here, they have all of the satin shades here, and then they have all the beautiful shimmers up at top. And definitely the shimmers are what wins the palette over for me. If I had to rate the palette out of 10, I would probably give it a 6. I feel like anything that's 5 or below is probably a palette that you don't like. I do like this palette, so I'm giving it a 6, but for the reasons that I've said, I can't give it really any higher than that. There's also a lot of flakiness. They're quite chalky, the shades. So that's why I just don't think the formula is that great. And also the pigmentation isn't always there on all the shades. I think this is a beautiful shade and the pigment is there. I think this is a beautiful shade and I think this is a beautiful shade. But these two are kind of duds. This one's kind of dud. This is beautiful. But yeah, it's just kind of like hit and miss. So that's why I'm ranking it kind of low, but I really do like it, and obviously I'm going to keep it and use it. It's also just not the most versatile, as I said. You kind of would rather do like really light, cool tone, like pastel-y looks with this, but not so much your everyday look, I would say. In terms of this third look, this is my favorite. I really enjoyed this look. I like this look, the first look, and then the third look. That would be my ranking order. I just did feel like this came out really quite pretty and stunning, and you could dress it up or dress it down. I just think it's a really nice pop of yellow in the middle there, and the beautiful purple shimmers are just kind of what sold it for me. I really enjoy that. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this palette. I really am glad that I got it, and I'm trying out Nomad. I also bought another palette of theirs, which I'm trying in my shop, my stash. I've also done the video on this as well. My first impressions of this is great, but I haven't done a 3 looks 1 palette. So if you're interested in me doing a 3 looks 1 palette with this, I would definitely be up for that. I just think it's so stunning. I definitely prefer this one. So it's interesting that I picked this one to do first. I kind of maybe was expecting this one to be a little bit harder to sort of judge, because I kind of prefer this color story over this one, even though this one is stunning. It's just more pastel-y and not as versatile as this one is. This one you could do like everyday looks. You can vamp it up, you dress it down, you know, there's quite a lot that you can do in here, and the shades are just stunning. I just really love it. So if you're interested in me doing another 3 looks 1 palette with that one, or any other palette that you know that I have, then let me know, because I would definitely do that. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to. If you can hear that noise, we are packing, like doing all sorts of stuff, so apologies in the background if you can hear that. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.